right, this is a 1-2 self-defense combination that every senior needs to know. What I want to make sure that we do in this video is make things very simple, make things very direct to the point right here. When we talk about self-defense is not about making things complicated. We need simple movements that are going to affect very vulnerable targets, and this 1-2 combination that every senior needs to know is a perfect example of that. We're gonna bring Casey out here for the first move. First move we have here is a eye jab. Now, there's a lot of different ways that we can eye jab or attack a person's eyes. I have a great video on that. After this video, make sure you guys go down to the description and check out that next video just on eye jabbing. But the eye jab we're gonna work right here is just a simple jab. All we're gonna do is we're gonna use our fingers, which is like the pads of the fingers. And as I come in right here, I'm just gonna flick my fingers right at someone's eyes. If I use Casey's eyes just like this, I'm not karate chopping. I'm not doing the Three Stooges move. I'm using my arm in a very flexible way where it's almost like a whip. So as I do that, I'm jabbing the eyes just like this. So if Casey puts a pad up here, this is a great time where if you have something to strike, and it can be a pad just like this, but it can even be like a simple pillow or something like that you can make contact on. All we want to do is we want to step into the move just like this. Understand here that if I'm in this range and I can touch this person, meaning let's say I jab this person, well, the thing is they can also strike me. So I always want to start people off on realizing how important the distancing is. If I'm this close, then all we're doing is pillow fighting. We're just exchanging blows back and forth. What I really want you guys to focus on is taking a step off, and if someone is being threatening, they can do it at a farther distance. But this also allows us the distance where we can stay safe. So as we do this move, I don't care what lead you have, whether it be a right lead or a left lead. Specifically when I do the eye jab, I like a right lead because I'm right-handed. My right hand here is going to be more coordinated, it's going to be faster, and it's going to have a better possibility of striking a target, right? I just call that targeting. So as we do that, we're going to push off this back foot, and I'm stepping in just like this. This is the eye jab. This is the first of that 1-2 combo that I'm talking about. So as we do this, I'm stepping in and jabbing. Realize the timing is so important. What I don't want is, I don't want to jab too soon, because think about it. If I jab too soon, well, I didn't hit my target before I moved, right? On the other hand, if I step in, pause, and then hit it, well, then that's too late. I want you guys to really focus on taking the step, and as the step happens, that's when the jab pops on out and hits its target. So if you really take a look at it and we stretch this thing out to really make sure you get down this point, I want to make sure we step off here, and then we're launching it as we land that front foot. That's the timing that we're looking at. So if we go here, this is the movement I want. I'm moving forward, but as this front foot hits the ground, that's when my fingers should be hitting the eyes. So watch again, just like this. What do you do with this hand? I got a lot of people ask that question. What should I do with my offhand? If I'm jabbing with that front hand, let's say, what should I do with this offhand right here? I just like it up. I like it guarding my face, because if someone's gonna come in and let's say maybe this misses, or maybe they're throwing their own punches, I wanna make sure this is up to protect my face or even counter as well. Maybe an eye jab happens, but maybe I need to throw in an additional punch or something like that if something goes wrong with this 1-2 step combo right here, right? So just make sure we keep this hand up. I step on in, I eye jab, but notice I'm whipping my arm. I'm hence then whipping my fingers. I don't want to make this rigid. I don't want to chop right here. Sometimes I even get students who peck with their fingers right here, all right? I want a quick little move just like this. Story that I have right here is that I actually had a student get into a situation. They had somebody much bigger, much stronger than them come in and attack them. Well, they got scared, but they only been to a couple lessons of mine. So what I really encourage them to do is learn this eye jab, because you can take people out who are bigger and stronger with just this simple little move, and it doesn't matter that they're bigger or they're stronger or anything like that. They got into a situation, they felt scared, they backed on up, did exactly what I told them to do. This person came on in. They didn't know if they were gonna get hit, they're gonna get grabbed, they're gonna get taken on down. They didn't know because they never gave this person a chance to do so. As this person stepped on in, guess what this person did? They eye jab, put the person right down, the person ran out of the situation. And that was exactly something that I want you to do as well. But what we're gonna do in this video right here is we're gonna take it one step further. What is a 1-2 combination? Meaning, what is a great follow-up move? Well, there's a lot of different things we can do. I already talked about maybe throwing an extra punch, but the reason why I'm not going to teach you on that right now is because I want a different line of attack that is happening. If I hit up high here just like this, even if I miss the target, I most likely got a reaction from Casey. Maybe I got him to look away, maybe he put his hands up or something like that. But the point is, all the focus is up here, leaving open what? It's obviously the downstairs where they're leaving open their groin. So what I'd like to do, in addition to this eye jab, then follow up with a knee strike right here. We have a bunch of different ways that we can knee strike. I have another video for that as well. You can check that out after you watch this video right here. But when we're doing this knee strike for this video, I just want you stepping in with the rear foot. And the reason why I like using the rear foot right here is because now we need some power. We used finesse with the eye jab. We hit a very specific target, but now we're gonna add a little bit more of a power shot right here. This is a great move for seniors because I don't care if you're in your 60s, your 70s, or your 80s. You take someone's knee and you jam it into someone's groin, guess what? You're gonna get a reaction from that person, right? So you don't necessarily need to be super strong or even that coordinated. We're just talking about taking one step up, boom, right into that target just like that. So let's take a look at this 1-2 combo once again. I have the eye jab. After the eye jab, boom, I have a knee strike right here. Now, when we do the knee strike, understand here, we're using the rear leg because I want power. A lot of people say, hey, listen, isn't this front knee closer and quicker? Yes, but remember, the closer, quicker was taken care of with that eye jab. Now we have a second or two that we can use a power shot. That's why that rear leg is so important. Your rear leg, in this case, it's my left, right, is gonna have so much more power right here. So when Casey does that, I come up right here with that knee strike. As we break down the knee, understand that we need to make sure that we point our toe or we point our foot as we do so. It's gonna give you some extra body mechanics that's gonna add to the power into this specific strike right here. So when I knee right here, this is what I'm looking for right here. Pop. So we have our eye jab once again, followed up with a knee strike. Timing is important. I talked a lot about time with the eye jab. The timing with the knee strike is important as well. We want it to happen fairly quick, right? We go eye jab and then a knee strike. I want the person to react, but I don't want to throw the knee so quickly that the person is guarded against it in some way. So pop the eye jab right here, boom. Wait for maybe a half second to a second and then go ahead and use that power move, which is obviously our knee strike right here. Let's take a look at this thing all put together. We have the eye jab. Once again, please pay attention to my distance. Eye jab, knee. Boom. Once again, eye jab, boom, knee. That's what we're doing. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Casey do the exact same thing. Now, Casey's left-handed, so what is he gonna do? Well, he's gonna have a left lead. I want you guys seeing it from a different perspective as well. We're gonna do a couple eye jabs first as he does this, but notice how I want him stepping on in and popping the eye jab. Just like that. Use your fingers a little bit more. Good. A little bit more with your fingers. Yeah, good. Now notice something he's doing. He's kind of putting his fingers together and then flicking it out just like this. You can do that and that's fine. I actually like to have my fingers out like this so I don't have to do an extra movement. They're just part of the end of that whip right there. So step on in with the eye jab, pop, boom. Good, one more time. Pop, good, pretty good eye jabs right there. You saw obviously his footwork, perfect as far as that goes. After the eye jab, guess what he's gonna do? He's now gonna go for the knee strike right here. So we go eye jab, boom, boom. That's perfect right there. Again, pop, boom. We'll do one more time here. Eye jab, boom, boom. That's a 1-2 combination. Once again, I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you don't work out a whole lot. That's a simple move that you can do, but you have to practice it. Okay, we have to practice it. Last thing that I would like to throw on in here as far as this drill goes is moving around. Staying stagnant here or just being stationary might not be realistic. Granted, I've been in situations where you have somebody stand right in front of me. It's a very static situation. Boom, you just act, right? But there's some times where there's movement, right? Person's talking, yapping, threatening. Maybe we're backing away. Maybe where I'm trying to see where that exit is, where the improvised weapon is, but there's movement, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move around a little bit, and this is the important thing with the eye jab. I want him to intercept my attack. Intercept my attack. This is so important, guys. What we mean by that is something I just talked about before with the whole distancing. I'm gonna be on an outward kind of, distance right here, definitely out of reach of Casey. But once I come into his area, that's what I want him to react, and that's what I want you to react as well. So notice that as I start moving around here, my pad, I'm gonna leave right down. But once I come up, eye jab, knee, boom, okay? Move around here a little bit, okay? And in, pop, boom. Now watch this. I'm gonna leave the pad up. I'm not gonna cue him anymore. This is the next step. Remember when we're talking about progressive training, it's all about progress. I'm not expecting you guys to go from 0 to 100. I want you guys to go from 0 to 10 to 25 to 50 to 75, then to 100. Take your time in your progress. This is the next progression step. I have the pad up. I'm moving around. Now it's his decision to know when, how close is too close and how far is too far. So if I step off right here, moving around, once again, nothing can be done right here. But as I move in here, pop, boom, bam, good. He has to now make the decision. Picture like these rings being around you, right? Once he gets into that barrier area, that's when he can strike. He doesn't want to strike me when I'm way out here. He wants to wait till I do what? I come in, pop, boom. That's what we want right here. So as far as this 1-2 combo, this is really what we're taking a look at. Making things simple, but making things very, very effective. The eye jab, we have somebody be affected because guess what? I don't care how big, strong somebody is, you jab in the eyes, you're gonna get a reaction. But then we follow up with a power shot, and that power shot is the knee strike, and we're aiming at the groin. But listen, if someone's turned a little bit, could I hit the thigh and get a pretty good reaction? Absolutely yes. If someone's bent on over, can I hit somebody in the lower abdomen or even the face? Absolutely. So it's versatile as well. So as we do this combo is important. 1-2 combo, eye jab, knee strike. It's a perfect combo to keep you guys safe. So practice now. Hey guys, don't forget to check the description below. We got some great programs for you, but also check out our exclusive content just on our Patreon page.